I had just turned 18 and I had gotten into some conflict with some people, and because of that, I was set up. And so I remember getting in this car. I was already drunk, and I go to this house, and I get in the house, and it's like pretty much gang territory. I didn't know any of the people. I was very reckless. I just wanted to drink and party, so I'd pretty much go wherever. And there was about 6 guys and 6 girls in that house. And at the time, I was so belligerently drunk, I didn't realize I had been set up. So I'm sitting there, and everybody's really quiet, and I'm starting to feel the vibe change. And so I go outside to smoke a cigarette, and they all follow me outside. And I end up fighting this girl. Words were exchanged. I end up fighting. Other girls jumped in. That's over with, and they're telling me all kinds of stuff. I'm telling them stuff, and I'm leaving the house, and I get around the corner, and I'm still yelling stuff at them. Well, this girl comes all by herself, and she starts telling me about something about disrespecting her aunt's house. So we start fighting, and it's just her at first, and then all of a sudden, all these girls come around the corner, and before I know it, I am going down. And the last thing I remember before I heard the strange hollow thunk sound of the 40 bottles hitting my head was swinging at people's knees as I was getting taken down, getting hit in the head, getting punched, kicked, yanked on, all kinds of stuff. And when this happened, it was nighttime. When I woke up, it was daylight. And I looked down, and I'm literally in a puddle of my own blood. And I didn't even know where I was bleeding from. It was all over my clothes, my shoes, all in my hair. And an ambulance, police, fire truck, they're all stopping. And I didn't want to go with them. They're trying to ask me what happened, and I'm not going to snitch, right? And so I'm telling them, leave me alone, I'm fine. And then the ambulance worker takes a towel, and he presses it against my face, and when he pulls it off, the amount of blood I saw scared me. So I got in the ambulance. That night, my mom had been getting calls from people saying, your daughter is dead, we've got her, we're going to kill her, we're leaving her on some train tracks, it's it, she's gone. And so when the hospital called her, she was expecting the worst. So I get home, she's brushing out my hair, cleaning me up. Half my hair falls out, and there's just cuts everywhere. I don't know if it's because when they hit me with the bottles, they broke. But I was pretty cut up, pretty messed up. I got beat up pretty bad. I don't know how long they were on me after I lost consciousness. So a couple months later, I meet my son's father, and I'm telling him what happened to me. And he goes, oh man, that was you? You were that white girl? And I was like, what do you mean? He said, well, I was locked up with one of the dudes from that gang. And that girl who came around the corner to fight you, she was supposed to stab you as part of her initiation for her to get in to the clique. And because she didn't stab you, when they were done with you, they got on her and they beat her. So she was literally supposed to kill me. She was supposed to stab me, and she didn't. And even though I didn't give my life to God until I was 26, I recognized that that was the Lord saving my life once again. I recognized that His hand was on my life, even though I wasn't trying to surrender to Him yet. And now I look back, and I realized the kind of places I would go to, I was just so reckless, and I'd put myself in situations that were just terrible with no protection except God's. And now I can go back to places like that if He leads, and bring life and show people who are just like me that there's a plan, you know? So that's just another story of how God saved my life. There's many more to come, but God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Share this if you feel led. My mom and my family prayed for me for many years, and if you're praying for somebody and you just feel like they're out there and there's no hope, I am proof that there is hope. You keep praying for that person, and you keep loving on them any chance you get, and they're listening. They might not seem like they are, but they hear you and they're watching you, and they will come out, right? If we raise them in the way of the Lord, they will come home. My mom raised me in the way of the Lord, and I did end up coming home. And before she passed away, she got to see me serving God like wholeheartedly.